Hey, what's up, everybody? If you appreciate the format and you appreciate what we're doing here, then make sure you contribute to the Cash App, make sure you contribute to the PayPal, make sure you donate to the Super Chat. It's only you and your contributions that keep this thing going. Thanks. Hey, if you're enjoying the content here at Dennis Sperling Unfiltered, make sure you support it by sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And also, hit that little notification bell in the corner so that you'll get notice of each and every one of our live feeds. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Donate to the Super Chat. Donate to the PayPal. Donate to the Cash App. It's your contributions and your donations that'll cause for this platform to grow. Let our voice be the voice, the preeminent voice in Black America.
Hi, my name is Dennis Sperling. I'm not a lawyer, but my daddy is.
Yeah, if you've been hurt in a car accident, call my daddy.
No need to scream and yell like a little kid.
Yeah, no yelling.
My daddy will fight for your rights.
Yeah, fight for your rights.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call my daddy, returning Dennis Sperling.
Hello, I'm attorney Dennis Sperling. If you've been injured in a car wreck, call me at 713-229-0770.
Call my daddy, darling.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and these are my two adorable and handsome sons. And that is my ex-husband, attorney Dennis Sperling. He practices personal injury law and will be more than happy to help you with claims arising from automobile accidents. He doesn't get paid unless you get paid. And as we first wives know, the more our ex-husbands get paid, the more we get paid. So let me help him help you. Call Mr. Sperling at 713-229-0770.
Call my daddy.
Paid actor.
I will scream and I will holler. Then I'll scream and holler some more, saying absolutely nothing.
You have a choice in legal representation. And in making that choice, do you want an attorney with a made-for-TV nickname to represent you in your serious car wreck claim?
I will growl, kick, and scream.
My name is Dennis Sperling. If you've been involved in a motor vehicle accident, contact me toll-free at 866-529-2444. The choice is yours. Fellas, what's up? As you see, it's late night. I just got through working on some briefs here and overseas on vacation with my family. And I wanted to have this conversation with you guys. It's Thursday, the Thursday before Father's Day. And man, it's been a very interesting week for me. Because, I've had a lot of great guests on. I've been dealing with my boys. We've been doing all these different activities, going back and forth. As you guys know, I'm in the Caribbean, in the Dominican Republic, place that I frequent pretty often. Place that's been instrumental in me developing a more a worldview with caveats. But the conversation that I want to have with you guys is just kind of like explain to you my whole purpose and what I'm doing here and why I'm motivated to speak to you brothers. And because I think people have a very different, I don't think people truly understand where I'm coming from. I do this because well, let me say it like this, man. Most of you guys, if you're under the age of 30, if you're under the age of 50, you didn't have mentors. You didn't have black men that would, first of all, if you can hear me, hit the number 1 button. Are you guys, is there any sound? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, hit the number 1 button. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. That's the main thing. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, hit the number 1 button. Let me know you are here. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. And then I guess before I get started, man, I want to take the time and I want to give a shout out to some people that I really appreciate. You know, I want to give a shout out to BGS Ibmore. If you guys don't know who BGS is, man, he's one of the greatest here. He's one of the people that motivated me to come and start my own YouTube channel. Along with BGS Ibmore, I want to give a shout out to Mumia Obsidian Ali. Brilliant man. Both of those guys probably been listening to them probably like 4 or 5 years now. And both of them reached out to me early on when I first got here. And they welcomed me. They treated me like with great respect. And, I have the same respect and admiration for them. Brilliant men. Of course, I want to give a shout out to all the doctors, Green Gorilla, Dr. Ronald O'Neill, who's here today, and of course, everybody's favorite, Dr. Tia Son Johnson. I want to also give a big shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. He reached out to me early on, just gave me a few pointers, and I really appreciate him. There's others, but those guys really stand out, because when I entered into this space, they treated me, they welcomed me, they were very respectful. And, there's space here for my voice also. The thing is, man, I was not greeted with any sort of animosity. Look at my collar. I gotta pop that collar a little bit. But I was not greeted with any animosity from those fellas. And that in itself is a feat, because, those are great leaders, of this manosphere space, this Black manosphere space. I also want to give a shout out to my guys that's been with me. Malika, Alexis, who else? We got some great guys in here to follow this page, man. JJ Diesel Cowboy, all you guys, man. All my dudes that joined the page, man. You see, I put a bunch of videos, my more controversial videos. I put them on the membership only, so that's the benefit you guys can see, man. A lot of that financial stuff that I was talking about is on members only benefits, so you got to be a member if you want to get that stuff. But either way, man, the thing I want to talk to you guys about today is I want to establish something with you guys. I'm not your leader, okay? I'm not leading you. I'm not here to try to tell you what to do. You see, I'm only here to point out a path. I consider myself more of a pathfinder. I'm more of a person who I'm gonna show you the way to go. Whether you want to go that way or not, that's on you. I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm not trying to get you to follow me. Matter of fact, I don't want you to follow me because I don't want company. I take pleasure in knowing that you made it, whether you follow my path or not. That's me. You see, I believe in independent-minded thinking Black men. But the reason that I even talk to you brothers is because there was nobody there to talk to me. Nobody was there to even give me a path. Nobody gave me anything. One of the brothers on my page, man, on my community tab, he say, man, I told him, my purpose is to explain to Black men they have options, so they won't feel hopeless and lash out against other Black men. I'm not your leader. I'm a pathfinder. And once I'm done, I'm out. And in response to that, he said, what you mean you out? He said, to whom much is given, much is expected. And see, the problem with that is, man, nobody ever gave me anything, man. Anything I got, I took. Even from my own law firm. The reason I was able to start my own law firm, and those of you who read my book, is because I took the cases that I wanted from my old law firm. That's why. You see? That's why anything I wanted, I took. I might have took it legally. It was my right to do it, but I took it nonetheless. Nobody gave me anything. I'm the person who I am because of my own initiative and my own willingness to take risks. Now, that said, when I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'm not giving anybody anything else, man. I'm out, man. Once I show you the path, once I present to you guys, let you know you have options other than what you're dealing with, other than what I'm dealing with, what I came up through in the United States, I'm ghost. Where am I going? It's up in the air, but I won't be in the US. You won't have access to me. I'm not trying to save you, man. You see, I'm just giving you, man, ideas on how to save yourselves. And once you know, you can't ever say no one told you. Because see, the difference between you and me is nobody told me how to save myself. They told me go to school, go to college, get married, work hard, go to church, pay your tithes, find a cute little wife, have 2 kids, live the American dream. That's what they told me. That didn't work because it's really no American dream for Black men like that. It's not, there's no dream for you, you know. Okay, so I'm back, man. I got this internet, man. It's working over here, and it ain't really working that well. But you can hear me. Hit the number 1 button. Let me know you guys can hear what I'm saying, man. Yeah, let me let you guys hit the number 1 button if you can hear me. Let me know you guys can hear me. Hit the number 1 button. Are we back? What I wanted to say was that everything I do, man. Well, let me back up a little bit. And some of you all have heard this story before. In 2017, man, I'm sitting in the DR. I got this beautiful home over here in this really nice neighborhood. Um, just beautiful, just first brand new, well built, all that stuff. And I'm damn near retired. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm damn near out the game. I'm how old am I at that point, man? I'm 42 years old, and I'm damn near done. I'm done. You know. Like I said, I'm 42 years old. I'm sitting in this house in the Caribbean. I'm overlooking the ocean every day. I'm enjoying life, gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized there's a lot of brothers, man, that could use my wisdom, and wonder how I got to where I was. And so what I decided to do was start opening up my page and, let brothers speak. And they began to speak, and I began to really hear what the brothers had to say. And so I decided to become an advocate for them because I know at that time, I was at the TV shows and Fox News all the time. And, people listen to me, and then on top of that, I know where a lot of brothers are coming from, growing up in LA, South Central. I know what hood life is like. But that don't mean I'm hood. That doesn't mean I'm some sort of criminal. Because if you want to really get down, I really detest all those people who, basically turn the hood into a ghetto. Turn the black neighborhood into somewhere nobody wants to live. Those that preyed on each other, the pimps and the damn drug dealers, and gangbangers, and all the folks was killing. I didn't like that. I didn't support that at all. But the bottom line is, I understand where it comes from. That doesn't mean that people shouldn't be punished for their crimes. The bottom line is, you should, but I understand where you're coming from. But the bottom line, what I'm saying is, I didn't have the guidance to let me know what I should be doing, when I should do it, what my options are, you see? And so what I do with my page is I present to you brothers options, and it comes from somebody that has something to lose. So you're not just talking to somebody like some dude that's fresh got out of jail and just will say any goddamn thing and trying to play hard. You're talking to somebody who has made it in this system and realize that I've been lied to, and realize that most of us have been lied to and told that this dream that we think we're going to accomplish is going to change everything. And that's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter if you are LeBron James or a bum on the street. If you're a black man in America, you're still going to be treated the same, because that's the social status. That's how it goes. It is what it is. And so you're always going to be looking over your shoulder. You're always going to be stressed out. Here's the cold part about it. You're always going to be worried about the next black man trying to take you out. And see, even if you escape, then what about your children? What about your nephews? What about your fathers and your uncles? And so the reason that I really push what I'm pushing, and I'm really trying to get black men to recognize their options, is because once you realize you have options, you won't be so stressed out. You won't feel so much like you put in a box. You won't feel so much like, damn, I ain't got nowhere else to go. It's either do or die. Either I do it here or I don't do it at all. So it just puts that extra level of stress on me, man. And I know what that feels like, man. But if I told you, hey, man, you get a little bit of money together, make a move, it's other places you can live, man. There's other places you can go that you don't need to be riding around in a 500 or 600 Benz or a Bentley just to be treated like a movie star, or just to be treated like with respect that a man should be treated. There's other places you can go, man. They treat you well just on the strength of who you are as a man. And see, that's why I decided to begin to speak. I'm not saying you guys have to follow my option. I'm saying if you don't save yourself, no one else will. I'm saying as a black man in America, you don't have any safety net. I'm telling you from my own experience that if you brothers don't save yourself, no one will. That's what I'm telling you. I don't care how many law degrees you have, medical doctorate degrees. I don't care if you're an NBA baller, NFL baller. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire. I don't care if you was a military veteran, well decorated. If you're a black man in America, man, you got to save yourself. And the minute you slip up, you're going down. That's what I'm telling you. That is what it is. And those of you guys who don't realize that by now, man, you're foolish, man. So you need to start making an exit plan. Otherwise, you're going to go out like Bill Cosby. Think about it. For the entirety of this man's life, until he's well into his 70s, he's treated like America's dad. And then all of a sudden, bam, he's taken out. So this man is 80-something years old, in prison on some trumped up charges that nobody really believes. From 20 years ago. That's what happens in America when you do too good or you do too bad. So what you need to do, fellas, is recognize you need to make an escape plan. That's one aspect of it. Another thing is you can't depend on your mother. You can't depend on your family. You can't depend on the government that you pay taxes into, because they will fail you. They will. We're in a situation right now where these lovely ladies, man, they see themselves as a separate group. And if you don't see the writing on the wall, you don't see them basically shooing us off to the side, saying, forget about them, we're going to focus on ourselves. You're just a fool. You can keep right on ahead with that Black power, Black empowerment. All that's going to happen, you're going to empower people, and those people are going to watch you rot in prison. There's some Black Panthers in prison right now that were trying to empower the people. And y'all forgot all about them. You brothers need to go and put yourselves first. And you need to save your own sons. I'm not here to save you. I'm here to show you there's a path that I've used that you can save yourself on if you walk down it. It's not an easy path. It's hard. It requires a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice. I'm just pointing that out. I'm not telling you that's what you have to do. I don't want nobody in here to think I'm trying to save them. And let me tell you something else, fam. When I get to the point where I'm done, what does I'm done mean? It means me and my family, me and my sons, we good. Me and my sons, we can go. Or they're old enough to make the option that they want to go, and they decided as men they don't want to go. They don't want to do it. Okay, son, you're on your own, but I told you. And if I'm that hardcore on my sons, then what you think I think about you guys who are strange? See, I'm from South Central LA. Well, your next door neighbor could be shooting up your house tomorrow morning. So I don't have loyalty to people like that. I got loyalty to mine. I got loyalty to my team, to my tribe, that's the mentality that I grew up with, because I realized a long time ago, man, you can't save everybody. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody is not going to follow your instructions. Everybody is not going to follow your path for whatever reason. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe they got a too big ego. Maybe they just don't want to follow it because you're the one that came up with it, whatever. I'm not here to save you, brothers. I'm here to let you know you better save yourselves, because nobody else is coming to save you. And I'm telling you how I save myself and why I put so much time and energy in my sons, why I focus on their education, why I'm trying to teach them everything they need to know early, why I'm teaching them how to prepare to defend themselves against people who like them and who don't like them. Why I take them overseas so they realize early on in life they got options. It costs a lot of money to bring these kids over here, put these kids up for 30 days. I could have very well stayed in my house in Texas. It would have been a lot cheaper. But this to me is an investment. See, I come from an old school sort of persona. You can show them better than you can tell them. And so I'm showing them better than I can tell them. And it just so happens I'm showing you all what I'm doing with my sons. Here's the thing, fellas. I know how y'all think. I'm a man. I gear my page towards men. My conversation is for men. When you see me with my sons, it's like watching another little boy play with his toys. I kind of look at it like those little green army men, right? You got the little green army men, and you go over your little neighbor's house, your little friend, he got the little green army men. He's like, wow, look what he's doing with those little green army men. He puts his little green army men up on the kitchen counter and points them down. He got one on behind the couch, blah, blah, blah. You know, little green army men that come in a little green cheap ones you get at the 99-cent store. Well, you see all the little stuff I'm doing with my little green army men, and what does that make you want to do? It makes you want to get your own little green army men. You see what I'm doing with my sons. We out here in the DR playing baseball. You see us in Houston doing karate and jujitsu. I ain't doing it. But you see me working with them and teaching them how to do this and do that. We out in the park with our little bow and arrows, where they are. You see what I'm saying? And it makes you brothers want to do that with your own sons. It gives you ideas. It motivates you. I'm not bragging. Number one, I'm showing you what can be done. Number two, I'm helping change the perception of Black fatherhood. I'm helping show the rest of the world that we are involved fathers. You all can always point to me, say, yeah, I know a dude named Dennis Sperling, man. He always be with his kids, man. They be doing all kind of wild stuff, man. And what does that do? That helps change our image. See, you can't call us black men deadbeats if all you got to do is turn on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all you see is a bunch of black men spending time with their kids. Those cannot be deadbeats. Those cannot be uninvolved fathers. See, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And a videotape is worth, video footage is worth 1,000,000. And so what I'm doing, fellas, is I'm giving you a demonstration of the things you can do with your children, your sons especially. And I'm also showing the world this is what I do as a black man. So you got that image to counteract all these other negative stereotypes about black men. And what am I doing in doing that? I'm saving myself from getting shot. I'm saving you from getting shot. I'm saving you from getting that bad rap about how black men are not involved, because all those stereotypes play a part into why the world sees us the way it does. As thugs, as savages, as no good fathers. I'm doing my part. And I'm teaching you brothers how to do your part. Now, am I saving you? Kinda. But I'm also saving myself. So it's self-interest involved in this. See, what you black men have to understand is that, man, we are all in this together. We all in it together. We ride together, we die together. Now, at some point, some of y'all gonna bail. You're gonna go to Colombia. You're gonna go to Dominican Republic. You're gonna go to Brazil. You're gonna go to Africa. You might go somewhere else. And in 30 or 40 years, you might disappear and it's just your children left. And they might not look anything like you. They might be immersed in some other culture. Your baby mama might be from Germany, or your wife might be from Colombia. Your kids are gonna be Colombian. You won't have that problem. I get it. Some of you might just die, because 51% of black men don't even have children. So you're gonna die and nobody is gonna know you. Nobody's coming to your funeral. No, there's not gonna be any legacy. That's on you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your choice. You no children, no wife, no man. Okay, I get it. I'm not judging you, man. I'm not here to judge you. That's your call. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm doing is saying, if you are in that situation where you don't have children, you don't have a wife, you feel stuck, you're depressed, you're angry, you have options. Because see, if you don't feel like you have options, man, that's gonna make you lash out. If you feel like you're trapped, if you feel like a rat in a cage, you're gonna do what rats do. You're gonna chew your paws off. You're gonna attack the ones next to you. And typically that's gonna be somebody that look like me, somebody that look like you, somebody that look like the man in the mirror, another black man. And so I'm just here to give you options, man. That's it. I'm just here to give you options. I'm here to tell you there's nobody else coming to save you. Not your black woman, not your mama, not your daddy, not the government, not God. Jesus definitely ain't coming back to save you. He couldn't even save himself. Y'all don't like that? Yeah? Is it true? Is it true? Jesus didn't even save himself. And God didn't save me. This is what you make you think God is going to save you, black man. He didn't save his own son. You got to save yourself, man. And a lot of us, unfortunately, man, we got that female mentality. We like damsels in distress. Wait, come save me. Nobody going to save you, brother. Period. Now, there's some smart ones out there. Shout out to Yoga. They knew how to, nobody had to tell them to get up and bounce. They got up and they got on. We talked to Brother Ron O'Neal today. He just went to Brazil for the first time, and now it's on his mind. I got to get up and I got to get on. It's not going to get any better in the United States. And in fact, it's probably going to get worse, a whole lot worse before it gets better. Now, you can stay if you want to, and I'm sure there's people that will. Go right on ahead. I'm not knocking you if you do. That's on you. But my page is dedicated to have conversations with Black men who want something different, who are frustrated, who are angry, who don't see hope, who don't like the dating situation, who don't like the marriage situation, who don't like the family law situation. All the issues that we as Black men have to face. That's what I do on my page, man. You know, and a lot of people, man, y'all come down on me because I'm like, oh, you charge too much for your consultation. That's what I charge everyone for my one-on-one consultations. I mean, what you want me to do? You want me to give all this information and talk to y'all and give you these out? And then as far as my work, you want me to? So here's the crazy part, shout out to Keith Johnson, man. He said he needed to hear this, man. No problem, bro. Thank you so much for the cash out, bro. I appreciate them cash apps and PayPal. That let me know y'all appreciate what I'm doing, man. You know, I mean, honestly, I would do this and I would chop it up with you guys, but it wouldn't be this regular if you guys weren't paying me. I believe in giving you your money worth. You see what I'm saying? If you pay me, you contribute to the super chat, the cash app, whether it's $5, $10, $14.99, $20, $100, whatever. I'm gonna give you your money's worth, man. You know, I believe in providing a service. You pay me, I'm gonna do this on a regular basis. That's why I'm pretty much here every day, twice a day. I know I ain't been here every day, twice a day, but I'm on vacation with my kids. But I'm still trying to give you guys this inspiration, man, because I know God has put it on my heart to do it, but I got a time limit. It's not gonna last forever. But kind of lost my train of thought, man. But what I was saying was, generally speaking, it's a situation where you as Black men have been lied to and you haven't been told the truth. And so when you have Black men like myself who are here to tell you the truth, it's only because I know what you're going through. I know how you feel. I know you've lost. I know you didn't get these lessons. I know you've been told that you're supposed to dedicate your life to this one and that one. That's what they tell you. You know, they basically tell you your life is to be one of service. Shout out to Yoga. And who else? Mr. Huggins. Thank you so much, J.S. Huggins. You guys are cool with the cash out, man. I appreciate that, man. And I don't know if you notice, I'm talking a little bit slower because I'm sipping on a little something right here. I don't normally do this, right? I try to always be at my on point when I'm having these conversations, but it was just on my heart to come tonight and talk to you brothers, because this is about fatherhood, man. I don't want to let my sons down, man. I don't want to let my sons down like many of our fathers let us down. I want to prepare them. I want them to have a financial safety net. I want them to have something to fall back on. I want them to be getting a check in the mail, a check deposited into their bank account, you know, when things get bad, so they don't end up living under a bridge, or so they don't go out thinking they have to do something desperate. That's what I want, you know, because I've been there before, man, and I know many of y'all been there before. You felt like you had to do something desperate. Shout out to Toot Rib 211, Keith Johnson, J.S. Huggins, thank you guys so much. But I do that for them, man. And see, here's the thing. I know what it's like to be at the top and be by yourself and be in those rooms with all people that don't look like you, don't talk like you, don't understand where you're coming from. I would like for my sons to have company. That's why I talk to you guys, because I want you guys to instill these same things in your sons so that our sons can get together and then they can move on. And they can form new nations in other places so that they can have friends and comrades who are like-minded. I'm selfish, right? I'm doing this for my children, which basically means I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my own legacy. And I need y'all to be selfish like that. I need y'all to do that for your own legacy. And it's not just really about our sons, man. You got daughters. My sons are going to need women to marry. They're going to need good, solid women to marry and have children. I want them to be married and have children. I don't want my sons to have a bunch of children outside of wedlock. I've got a child outside of wedlock, and my God, that child and that woman have given me more hell than anything else I've had to deal with. Ain't no blessings in that, man. And that's what we are. But that's the road we headed down, hell. You know, and back to the situation where I was talking about people, my consultation fees, man. I charge by the hour. Because the truth is, I really don't want to hear about all them problems, man. A lot of people got a lot of problems. And yeah, I'm a problem solver, but man, I don't want to hear about all that 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. One day I had like 4 consultations when I was only charging $4.50 an hour. I don't feel like talking to all them people. I know y'all think that's a lot of money, but I got to take all these people's problems on, man. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Malcolm. I'm not Farrakhan. I'm not a community activist. I don't want to deal with your problems. Now, unfortunately, I'm a capitalist. So if it's worth it, yeah, okay, I'll deal with it. You want to give me $1,000 an hour to help you sort through this foolishness that you done got yourself in? Cool. But I'm just not doing it for a lesser amount. I mean, see, it wouldn't be a problem if I told y'all, yeah, man, bunch of white boys, they pay me $1,000 an hour, which they do, and more actually. So y'all don't have a problem with that. Y'all just want me to hook you up, man. Shout out to INIR2, man. Thank you for the super sticker. Dale Miles said, great message, Ken Folk. The United States of America ain't getting no better. Make your escape plan and save yourself. Be the bad guy. Ride. Greetings from Medellin. Buenas noches. I just don't want to deal with your problem, brother. I deal with it because what? Because you pay me to. I don't want to deal with it. I don't really care who you are. You know, one of the brothers, man, they get mad at me. You should charge less money for the young brothers. Nobody gave me anything, man. Nobody gave me no game, man. Nobody told me what to do. I didn't even know how to apply the law to undergrad. Some dude just came to my school and gave me an application to go to grammar and said, fill this out. And he wasn't even looking for me. I just so happened to be there. He had an extra one in his car. I walked him out to his car, pants sagging, white t-shirt on, 2.6 GPA, 750 on the SAT score, knowing I wasn't supposed to be in nobody's college. I was supposed to be at best down the street at some sort of community college. I was barely making it. I spent most of my time in the weight room, period. Trying to do like the rest of the brothers, trying to come up on some kind of scholarship. If not, I was gonna go what? Go to some JC or something like that. But what I'm saying is, family, nobody gave me anything. I mean, nobody taught me anything. I had one conversation with one dude, man, maybe like when I was 20 years old. And I remember this brother was like a mid-level executive at this company or something, man. And, my stepdad said, man, go talk to him, man. He's cool, man. And so I went and chopped it up with him, man. I was on vacation from college. I walked in there. I think I was actually 19 years old. I walked in there. I shook his hand real firm. He said, you come in here like you one of them activists. You one of the righteous brothers. You one of them, Black Power brothers. I'm like, damn, you get all that from a handshake, homie? Like, really? This is what you get from me? I'm like, okay. Read me like that? And so we chopped it up for about 30 minutes, man. And, it was cool. At that point, he had a white wife. So I'm kind of looking at him like, oh, man, you're a sellout. This is back in 1993 when things were different. The matriarchy still had us brainwashed, most of us. So I'm looking at him sideways, like he done sold out. I'm full of that that brand Nubian and NWA and Ice Cube. You know what I mean? You know, black is power. You know, all that. Power to the people. Shout out to Jay Bones. It's another classic. Great job, Brother Sproul. I ain't finished yet, Jay Bones. Let me finish, baby. But anyway, man, so the brother, you know, he talked to me for a minute, man, and it was cool. Yeah. Let me give y'all a minute, man. Let me hold on 1 minute. Y'all run this music. I'll be right back in a minute. I got a little mild emergency right here. Hold on. I mean, not Doc. Hold on. Man, thank you guys. I appreciate you for your patience. Sometimes I get phone calls in the middle of the night. That was an emergency phone call to my office. I had to answer it. But either way, fellas, man, you know, I just don't want you guys to stay here. And it's best for us to realize very quickly that there's nobody there to save us, and we need to save ourselves. And it starts with you black men. And you know, again, I'm not trying to save you. I'm not your leader. I'm just here, man, to try to lend a helping hand, to try to give you guys some knowledge I didn't have as a young man. You know, maybe give you a little hope and let you know you can see somebody that looks like me. I'm definitely not perfect. You know, I chop my words up. You know, I'm pretty much. If you ask me, man, sometimes I'm pretty damn raggedy. You know what I'm saying? But I made it. You know, I made it through all the trauma that many of you brothers had to deal with, all the drama that you had to deal with. I made it. And if I made it, you can make it too. You know, don't get overwhelmed. You don't need to be a superstar athlete. You don't need to be, you know, some tech genius. You don't need to go out and commit crimes and stuff like that, man, to be okay. You can make it, you know. And then on top of that, when you do make it, you'll realize, well, I'm not happy here. I've been lied to, but there's still other places to go. And it doesn't matter how old you are, man. I really didn't start traveling like I'm traveling and really taking it all in. It's about 10 years ago when I was about 37. You saw Dr. Ronald O'Neill today. He came and told you guys what? He told y'all, man, he's 47 and whatnot. Just went to Brazil for the first time. And he likes it. He doesn't have any children. 51% of black men don't have kids. That's for a reason. I mean, I understand. Most of y'all can't find women worth having children with, unless you want to share a hood rat, right? You know? Shout out to my man, War Report, man. That's another one I want to give a thank you, man. Shout out to the War Report, man. He's been here for the past 8-9 months since I've been here, man. Shout out to my man, Devin Locke and W. Alfonso, too. All my guys, man. John Stovall, everybody, man. All you guys has been here, new to old, Dale Miles, everybody, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Look, I do this for black men. I do this for my brothers. As long as y'all with me, as long as y'all support me, I'm going to keep speaking. You know, I'm going to speak, and then at some point I expect, you know, you guys, somebody to come up and take my spot. That's what I look forward to. I look forward to somebody who can come up and take my spot, you know, and keep giving these brothers hope, because at a certain point, man, you know, everybody has got to do what? Move on. You know, I want to, at some point, man, you know, my oldest son is 14, and, you know, at some point, man, I want to, you know, just really kick back and just let somebody else take over. You know, I've been at this a long time. My man Rich Cliff said, how come I never give a shout out? Shout out to Rich Cliff, bro. My bad. Jay Sarp. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Rich Cliff. You know, at some point, man, I want to kick back, man, and just look at the fruits of my labor. You see, I don't want to always be up here, man. You look at these haters I got, boy, these haters are vicious, man. They get mad at you because of, you know, and I don't even want to deal with that, man. You know, I work too hard, man, and I'm too serious of a person, you know, to not take some of this hate serious. You see what I'm saying? And so I take this stuff serious, man. You know, you got people out there, man, and they who wants to be in the limelight? That's not what I want to do. I'd much rather be somewhere sitting on the beach, sipping on a drink, chilling. You know, and I want y'all, I just want to see you brothers do well. That's the main thing. I just want to see black men do well. I want to see black men winning. Because when you win, we all win. When you look good, we all look good. That's what I want to see. And that's what I'm gunning for. You know, and I hope that my motivation, my speaking to you guys and being accessible, especially as an attorney, a lot of us, man, big shout out to Dr. Ron O'Neill, big shout out to Tia San Johnson, Green Gorilla. You got people with PhDs and myself and that young brother over there, lead attorney, people with doctor degrees and JDs who are licensed attorneys and people who've been in their careers that are now willing to interact with the public like this, man. I didn't have this, man. It wasn't some lawyer I could just turn on in the middle of the night or turn on on the afternoon while I'm exercising, listen to this black lawyer talking to me. Yeah, we had preachers. We had some folks in the Nation of Islam, but we didn't have people like me. We didn't have people like Dr. Tia San Johnson and Dr. Ronald O'Neill. We didn't have people like the Green Gorilla. We didn't have people like the lead attorney when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. I wish, man, that there was a black attorney that I could, I mean, yeah, you heard like about Johnny Cochran on TV, but that was somebody you could, you know, never reach out and touch. He was too big. But, you know, you got people like me that'll sit up and chop it up with you, man, and answer your questions and talk to you, and I'll open my live up. You got people like Dr. Johnson who you would never be able to see. You got people like BGS Ibmore, who I'm not sure if he's degreed or not, but oh my God, the man is brilliant. My God, you guys who listen to BGS Ibmore, man, the man is brilliant. And the man will sit up and chop it up with y'all for 2, 3, 4 hours. That in itself is a blessing. That's like a walking library, this man. It is a blessing to even be able to have somebody that you know of, especially in the black community. And then you got Obsidian, who says some of the most profound things of any black scholar that I've ever heard. And you guys have him right here in the manosphere, man. And you brothers don't know how much that's worth. That's worth millions of dollars to help you, if nothing else, help you get your mind right and understand what you're facing. Understand what you're going to have to look forward to. Because we didn't know. We was told, go to school, get a job, pay your bills, find you one of these pretty little black girls, marry her, and go and do everything she says, and you'll be all right. And if she cheat on you, forgive her. If she hits you, forgive her. If she has baby outside of marriage, forgive her. Forgive her. If she cuss you out and call you all kind of emasculating names, forgive her. Happy wife, happy life. That's what they told us, man. And I'm here to tell you they lied to us. And I'm telling you, you have options. I'm telling you, you have the right not to get married, not to get involved, not to have children. And if you do, fine, go ahead. You had that right too. But you also had a right to go look elsewhere for better wives, women that you want to raise your children. That's one key component of Save Yourself, Black man. That's one key component to what? Putting yourself first. That's the thing that Dr. Ronald O'Neill said, Black man first. I didn't know what to call it, but I know what happens when you start putting yourself first. People start getting mad at you. People start calling you selfish. They start calling you cheap. They start saying you're a bad father. They start calling you all these names, and you start putting yourself first as a Black man. That's what they're going to do to you. I've been there before. I didn't know what it was called. I've been putting myself first for about 10 years now. And I'm happier now. Don't mean it's easy. Doesn't mean I'm happy all the time, but I'm happier now. I'm dating who I want to date. I'm living like I want to live. I'm not running around tricking my money off or trying to make these women happen on these expensive dates at these 5-star restaurants. I'm not doing that. You don't see me around here sick, chasing behind somebody's baby mama that they done left. You know, I know better than that. I'm putting myself first. You don't see me running behind the preacher, trying to appease the preacher and adhere to his teachings from that slave making version of Christianity that was pushed on him. You don't see me doing that. Because whatever it is that tells me that I have to put myself anything other than first, I ain't doing it. Whether it's religion, whether society says, I'm pushing all that to the side. The only philosophy, religion, spirituality that I follow is black man first. Shout out to Daniel Tucker. I'm putting myself first. Myself first. And let me tell you what goes with that. Myself and my children first. Them women that have my children, ex-wife, baby mama, all of them, even this one I'm dating now. If they don't know, they will know. The most important thing to me are my children, period. Because those are my responsibilities. Those are the only ones that I am responsible for bringing into this world and making sure they're good. My children. And my children are an extension to me. So me putting myself first means I'm putting my children first. That don't mean putting the baby mama first. That don't mean putting the wife first or the ex-wife first. That don't mean putting none of them first. I put my children first. This doesn't matter. It don't how much. I ain't talking about how much child support you pay. Oh no, that goes to her. And 99.99% of the time, that money is going directly to what she wants, not for your children anyway. You do for your children. You be there for your children. You don't have to be there for that woman. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my children. And if you can't be there for your children, well, you just can't. If this woman is blocking you from being with your children, well, that's what it is. Don't stress yourself out about that either. If somebody is preventing you from putting yourself in your children first, in other words, your children are part of you. If somebody is cutting that off and she blocking you from being able to properly take care of your children, hell with her and them kids. I hate to say it. They're going to have to catch you when they're 18. And you can try and make up if you want to, but the bottom line is, man, you put yourself first. You put yourself first. It is what it is. Don't you stress yourself out. Don't you stress it. Don't you kick yourself in the butt because you pulled a bad one. Because you was lied to and you dealing with a woman that ain't no good and is trying to bust your pockets wide open and wants you to open your wallet like it's the Red Sea and get mad at you because you don't want to crack that wallet open so she can get as much money up out of you as you can. That's not on you, man. That's on her. That's her decision, man. That's her decision, man. That's not on you, baby. You're not responsible for that. You were lied to. You had these women. Hell, your own mama might have been against you, man. Had you out there dealing with this hood rat, low down, dirty chick. You trying to be the best father you can. Some of y'all didn't even have fathers. Don't even have an example of what fatherhood is, and you doing the best you can, and the most they can do is get in your way. All they want to use you like an ATM machine. I know what that's like, man. And don't you let them women make you feel guilty about that either. That's our own damn fault. Shout out my man, go get them going. Say, hell yeah. It's not your fault, brother. There's only so much you can do. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you're on child support, pay your goddamn child support. If you find yourself running after this woman and running after these kids and she don't never be there to drop them off and you can't pick them up after a certain time, I understand when you say hell with it. I get it. You fought, you put a good fight up, kids just gonna have to understand. It's gonna be a lot of other ones out there. And I promise you this, at the point where they really learn the truth, they're not going to be mad at you anymore. They're going to be mad at their mama, because the truth will eventually come to the surface. The truth will eventually come to light. And so you pray on it and you move on, brothers. Pay your bills and move on. Shout out to my man, 5-star 855. You've been here for a minute, man. All you guys have been here for a minute, man. This message is for you guys, man. We coming up on a year I've been doing this, man. It's June. I've been doing this twice a day since September, for the most part. It's been almost a year. We've been doing this twice a day since September, man. And we coming up on Father's Day. This should be a national holiday where you should celebrate yourself as a father. And even if you're not a father, celebrate the type of father you plan on being. You understand me? Because fathers are a gift. The reason why they call God the Father is because it all starts with the father. There is no family without the father. There is no stability without the father. There is no home without the father. Because the father provides the structure. That's like you got a bunch of sheetrock and bricks and no frame. Ain't nothing happening without the father. You got to frame that thing up and you got to lay that foundation and frame it up. That's the father. Everything else is just feeling. The children, the woman, all that, that's feeling. The father is the most important aspect of the family. You stop believing these women when they lying to you, this self-serving, self-aggrandizing foolishness. It's the father. Period. And you guys need to begin to celebrate yourself. If you're a black man and you're a father, you need to celebrate yourself. Stop accepting them goddamn socks and ties as sufficient. You make them show you they appreciate you. And you stop letting these raggedy, no good mothers jump in front of them cameras and take credit for all the success that your sons have, knowing damn well you were the one that made sure that boy got up and went to school and practiced and lift weights and ate right and kept his mind stable. Not his crazy ass mom around there yelling at everybody and talking on the phone half the time, ignoring him. You fathers are the stabilizing force in these families. You stop letting these women take credit, because what you do is you disincentivize other men from wanting to be fathers. You start showing everybody how let me borrow a word, vainglorious, how vainglorious it is to be a father. And you tell your sons and your daughters, you bet not give me my credit. You bet not sit up here and say, I would take my mama would be no. You bet not do that. I will slap the taste out of your mouth. If I hear you now, you say shout out to your mama, but you let me find out you didn't give me my credit. And it's not about me, it's so that the other fathers can see that you are giving your credit, and it's gonna make fatherhood, especially black fatherhood, more appealing. Because people are superficial and they want their credit. I get it, I understand, but you stop that, man. They can't cancel goddamn Father's Day. I'm gonna celebrate it anyway. If you cancel this Father's Day, every Sunday is gonna be Father's Day from now on. And I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want, and I'm gonna say this is Father's Day. I'm gonna have my own Father's Day every damn Sunday. And I better get something, or none of the bills are gonna get paid. Period. That's how that's gonna work. Yeah, you can try it if you want to. You brothers need to take your power back. Stop letting these women punk you and run you. Start acting like men. Shout out to SMVGRV1. There ain't nothing they can do about it. Don't y'all love what I tell you? What ain't nothing you can do? What they gonna do about it? If you decide that every Sunday is gonna be Father's Day, what are they gonna do about it? Absolutely nothing. What they gonna do? Send the government to your house? Shame you? Guilt you? Is that what they gonna do? Y'all scared of that? Ain't this the manosphere? Ain't this the black manosphere? Ain't y'all red pill? Huh? What they gonna do? Shame and guilt? What they gonna do? Ain't nothing they can do about it, man. Haven't y'all realized that yet? I just been sitting here talking for an hour. You got options. If they don't like it, baby, there's the door. Hit it. And don't let the good Lord hit you on your way out. How's it saying? Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you on the way out. It's nothing they can do about it, fellas. Take your power back. You put yourself first, and everybody else is gonna fall in line. You see when that big lion come through, after them little female lions done killed off the little antelope and the zebra and all that. You know why he comes in and takes what he wants? Because if it wasn't for him, all them goddamn hyenas and them other lions in the territory would have come in and overrun all them women in the first place. So it's because of him you were able to even hunt in peace. It's because of that lion. So I don't feel bad for them. He's doing his part, and his part is more important because you wouldn't be able to eat without me. And that's what you fathers need to explain to these women. You need to start putting your foot down and say, look here, baby, ain't nothing happening without me. Ain't no bills getting paid. These kids ain't gonna be cutting up and acting a fool. There's nothing happening in here without me, period. And so either we gonna do it my way or it's not gonna get done. Or it's gonna be zero cooperation. And you need to establish that off top. And any woman that can't get down with that, you don't need to deal with her, period. Period. Take your manhood back, fellas. That's what you need to do. Take your manhood back, man. It feels good. A lot of you brothers that travel overseas, man, y'all know how that feels. And once you get a taste of that, you can't go back to that subservient sucker, beta simp follower, you know, matriarchal pawn that you used to be. I tell you brothers all the time, the matriarchal simp chips are hardwired into the back of your brains. And that's why most of us the way we are right now. Can't even goddamn think, Father. Me telling you to put yourself first is damn near like blasphemy. Oh my God, I can't do that. Me telling you to have a Father's Day every goddamn Sunday is like, oh my God, I can't treat myself that way. Because you've been trolled to you've been taught to disrespect yourself. You've been taught that you're not good enough as a black man. You've been taught that nothing you do is good enough as a black man. All the preachers and even the Muslims, we love the black Muslims, but they was even blaming the black man for stuff the black woman was doing. That's what they did. And so for me to come in here and tell y'all, man, treat yourself first. If you're going to put anybody up on a pedestal, put your damn self up on a pedestal. If you're going to uplift anybody, uplift yourself. Me telling you black men to uplift your sons, most of you all would not dare do the things for your sons that I do for mine. Why? Because your punk ass mama and they mama and your sisters, you spoiling them boys. You need to let them struggle and suffer. And do you know what they don't want to see these black boys uplifted and thinking highly of themselves. Most of y'all, can you imagine how you would be right now if you had high self-esteem? The things that you wouldn't tolerate if you were raised with high self-esteem? Unlike how most of us was raised, we were basically, you know what they did? Get up, put some clothes on, get out the house. That's girls, they got to sit in the house, got their little ponytails done, got little nice clothes and got a chance to sit around the grown-ups. Your little black behind was out the door. They didn't know where you was at. You could be from you ain't come in the house till the street lights come on. But the little girls were kept close to the hearth. They were kept close to the family. They catered to them. They talked to them. They talked to them. They just threw you out to the wolves and told you. And then when you get 14, 15, they start telling you stuff like act like a man. And they ain't even taught you what a man is, how a man is supposed to act. And there wasn't no man around for you to emulate. So you don't even know what being a man is. That's how most of you brothers grew up. Tell me I'm lying. Sometimes the first time you saw a man was your football coach or your basketball coach. Before that, you were surrounded by a bunch of women in the house. Yeah, you might have had an old granddaddy on your mama's side, but he was henpecked too. Or your uncle, he couldn't say what he wanted to say. You know that. You already know what I'm talking about. So you don't even know how to be a man, and they tell you get out there and be a man. That's what we dealing with, man. So you didn't have high self-esteem. You didn't even have a man to emulate. So imagine how you would be if you had high self-esteem, belief in yourself. Instead of all that doubt that many of you black men have and that you had to overcome, you had high self-esteem and a support system that constantly reminded you that you could do it. You could pass that funky ass math test. You could run and get that state record in the 400-meter dash or whatever it's called. You had a support system. You don't have that. Most of it didn't have that. That's it. If you was big, they told you to play football. If you was tall, they told you to try to get you a basketball scholarship, period. That's it. If you was a tough little thug, you know, they let you be the man around in the neighborhood. You was a boss. And then you end up in jail. Well, many of us, other brothers are. But, you know, this has been a little bit of a rant, and this is a rant. It's not structured. But these are thoughts that I had on my mind. I wanted to just share with you, brothers. I want you guys to understand that I'm not here to save you. I'm not your savior, black man. You got to save yourself. That's what you got to do. Just like I'm saving myself, just like BGS tells you, just like Tia Son Johnson with his brilliant mind is telling you, you got to save yourself. All of these brilliant men have come out of academia and are telling you the same thing. And me, I'm just laying it out there for you. You got to save yourself, brother. Nobody's going to save you. That's what I'm telling you. It is what it is, man. I hate to tell you. But Santa Claus, Jesus, Muhammad, none of them are coming back to save you. You got to save yourself. And you better hurry up. Look at you. 51% of you ain't married and don't have children. How long do you think the black community is going to last with that trend going? How long do you think it's going to last when you got 80% of the women getting impregnated by about 20% of the men? How long do you think that's going to last? What kind of chaos do you think the black community, which we all will be shuffled into, is going to be in about 10, 15 years with all these children being raised around here by these women with no fathers and all? What do you think is going to happen? You better save yourself. You better grab who you can and get on about it. You better start coming up with some escape plans, because it ain't going to get pretty. And it's about to get tight. And when I say tight, I'm talking about finances. You think this pandemic was an issue? Wait till this automation kick in. How I know about that, BGS Ibmore? He's been talking about that since 2015. What you gonna do? Black men and women don't get along. How did I know that? Mumia Obsidian Ali. He's been talking about that since first time I heard it, 2017, 2018. It's all right here. Now, I've taken these facts and I've come to some conclusions. I came to these conclusions a while back. I guess it was instinct. I don't know, whatever. But what I'm telling you is, man, you better save yourself, brother. You better start putting yourself first, because you can't put all these people before you and think you're going to be the first one on the boat. Because, see, you'll push them people ahead of you like you've been doing, these lovely ladies, and they'll leave your black ass to drown. You done push them up on the boat, and they're not going to even turn around and give you a helping hand to lift you up and then blame you for it. That's your destiny, black man in America. That's your destiny if you keep going on the path you on. You keep on letting them expend your blood and benefit off it. A black man dies, some woman gets rich at Black Lives Matter. 100 black men die, she gets richer and buys houses. They using your dead bodies as trampolines. Been doing it here in the United States. Been doing it. The whole country has been bouncing up on top of you. And your pain and your suffering and your indignation and your harm being caused to you. Everybody else benefits from it. Aren't you tired of letting them bounce up and down on top of you? Don't you want some freedom? Don't you think you've earned it? I think you do. I think you've earned your freedom. I think you've earned the right to put yourself first, black man. I don't see why you don't. And that's all I'm asking you to do. Begin to put yourself first, brother, because like I said earlier, it's lonely at the top. I want to see some of my brothers win. I want to see some of you brothers rise up above this flood that's coming and be up there at the top of the mountain saying, yeah, I made it, brother. I made it. I don't know how I got here, but I made it. And I brought my son with me. And I brought my daughter with me. That's what I'm saying, man. Now, again, I'll say this. I'm not here to tell you what to do. All I'm doing is pointing out a path. I'm not your leader. I'm just a pathfinder. There's plenty of paths to success. There's plenty of paths to freedom. I'm just presenting you mine so that you know, or so that I know that I informed you. See, at this point, it's no longer my responsibility. It's no longer BGS Itmore's responsibility. It's no longer Obsidian's responsibility. It's no longer Green Gorilla's responsibility, or Dr. Tia Son Johnson, or Dr. Ronald O'Neill. These educated and intelligent men, these thoughtful men, have informed you. They informed me. I'm not putting myself on their level. I'm just an old country lawyer from Texas at this point. I just took some information and said, well, hell, I know what to do with this. That's all I did. I'm not putting myself on those men's level. They are very thoughtful, brilliant men. I don't even consider myself part of the management. I just got here less than a year ago. But what I am telling you is I'm smart enough to take that information that they're giving and figure out where we came from and where this thing is going. Because see, as a father, it's my God to guide my own children. And I just so happen to be showing you how I'm doing. Period. Now, you don't have to follow me. I don't want you following me. Matter of fact, I don't want company. I just want to see you got there. I just want to know that I did my part to get you there by giving you a map, by showing you the path. That's it. I'm not here to lead you. Here's the cold part about it. Everybody ain't going to make it. And it's unfortunate, but that's just it. And I'm not trying to drag everybody to salvation. I'm not trying to drag all you brothers. Many of you all are not going to make it. Many of y'all are afraid. Some of you brothers right now say, I don't know why you're going overseas all the time. Okay, brother. You're going to die alone. 51% of you brothers without children and not married, you're going to die alone too. But you don't care because you're men. I get it. I understand. Whatever. You cool. I got a lot of brothers like that right now. They 45, 50 years old. They're going to die by themselves. No kids. I get it. You cool. You're a man. It's not that important to have company for men. I get it. Be an old man sitting in the house with a wheelchair, old man with a walker. It is what it is. Some of us, we're going to be in other countries. Some of us going to say, you know what, it's time to cash out. Let me get my money and move on. I got this trust account. I got these bonds. I got this money in the stock market. What I'm not going to be doing is being 55, 60 years old, still scared of the police pulling up behind me and dragging me out the car and shooting me like, like I'm some common street criminal. What I'm not going to be doing is living with that stress that I was living with that's causing me to have anxiety and heart disease and drink too much and eat too much. That's what you get in the USA. Now, again, you can stay there. Maybe you got a good life. You stay right there. All I'm saying is you got options. If you want to stay, stay. I'm just saying you got options. That's it. I found that my life is better outside the USA. That's all I'm saying. But you want to stay, you stay. I'm not your leader. I'm just making suggestions. That's it, brothers. Again, I do this for myself. I do this because if I don't do this and give other brothers options, then they won't have hope. And if they don't have hope, they're going to lash out against somebody that looks like them, another black man. So by saving you, by saving myself, by saving you, I'm saving myself by saving you. By pointing out this path, I'm saving myself. That's it. So I'm selfish. I'm not your leader. And when I'm done, I'm done. When my kids are safe, or at least they have the knowledge that I need them to have, that they can go and they can make grown man decisions. You want to stay your ass here? You stay your ass right here. I'm out. But when I'm done, I'm done. Once I've given you this information and shown you the path, I'm out. That's it, man. So either way, man, shout out to everybody. I'm gone. It's Uncle D, man. Nothing really else I got to say, man. I hope this explains a lot to you all. So some of the comments in the comment section can stop. I hope it does that, because at this point, man, I just don't have the time or temperament for it. I'm just going to block y'all, man. You know, I try not to block black men because I want you to hear what we have to say. If you follow my page, it means it was something that you picked up. But if you got too much negativity, you got a problem with me cutting people off when they go into these diatribes and over again. Like, if you got a problem with that, man, and you're going to complain, I'm going to block you. You got a problem with the fee I charge for my private attorney services, I'm going to block you. You see what I mean? Because I don't have the time for it. I'm not your leader. I love you, but I don't like you like that. I want to see you win, but you ain't going to make me lose because I want to see you win, man. You know, real talk. The only thing I'm really concerned about are my own children, my own sons, my own self. I save you because that saves me. But if you get to the point where I got to choose between you and me, I'm going to choose my own family, man. And you got to respect that as a man. Now, I'm here to help you and point out the right way. But if you become a burden and you begin to hold me back, you got a problem with what I charge. You got a problem with me cutting people off because we got shows that's supposed to last an hour and 15 minutes and we going into 3 hours because everybody want to talk. Everybody want to shout out. Everybody want to say something. Everybody thinks that they have something important to say. Then I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off because I don't want to hear the monologue. Say what you got to say, and we on, because my time is precious. I do this as a community service. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the brothers contributing to the super chat, the Cash App, and the PayPal. You know, and that's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? But how many hours you want me to spend letting people blah, 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 huh? Before I cut them off. He didn't make his point. He made his point. We heard him the first 15 seconds. We knew where he was going. We've heard that before. Let's cut him off and let somebody else talk. Let's cut him off and let the lawyer address it. Right? Let's cut him off. Let the lawyer address it. You hear what I'm going to say, and then we can move on to the next person so you know how you should address it. When people say that to you, we don't need to let him monologue. I'm not doing this because I want to hear people speak. I'm doing this so you can learn how to respond to people when they say ill stuff about black men. I'm doing this so you can learn how to respectfully respond to people without cussing them out, calling them names, pulling your guns out, knives, shooting people. I'm showing you that, how to respectfully cut people off. I ain't cussing nobody out. I ain't doing all that. Period. We interacted. We talk about all kind of stuff in here, man. Ain't nobody doing that, man. Ain't nobody talking. Hey, well, you know, a lawyer that makes $600,000-$700,000 a year that'll sit up and talk on the internet for 2 hours, 3 hours at a time, twice a day. What white boy you know doing that? Shout out to Yip Yip. I'm talking to you guys on my vacation with my kids and my beautiful woman in here. What else? Who else you know do that? This is love that I'm giving you right now. Now don't sweat me on the $1,000 that I charge an hour for my clients. And if you want to talk to me about your lawyer business, that's what it's gonna cost you too. The hell, if you can't afford me, you don't need my services. You need somebody else to stop tripping. Period. And you shouldn't be pocket watching another man in the first place, man. Let me save myself. Let me do what I got to do. I earn this position. And stop tripping on me cutting folks off. Don't need to go on that long. This show is supposed to last an hour and 15 minutes. I have not had one that didn't go past an hour and 45 minutes, especially when I get all these people on here in about 3 or 4 months. But either way, fam, that's it, man. I'm not your leader, man. I'm not your leader. I'm not your savior. I'm Uncle D. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. I'm Uncle D, man. I want to see you win, but if you don't win, you don't win, nephew. I'm there for you, though. You can't say nobody didn't tell you. See, I didn't have nobody inform me. You've been informed. And now you're responsible. And that's what being a grown man is about. It's Uncle D. I'm out.